He's freaking out. Don't freak out, dude. We have a zombie spitting at you now. Alright, we are here today with the little sequel of a banger in Dead Age 2. As you could probably imagine by the title, it is a sequel to Dead Age 1.
Wow!
What can I say? I'm a very observant person. That being said, Dead Age 2 is something I've been looking forward to because I really enjoyed Dead Age 1, but what kind of kept me from playing it for too long was the fact that the combat was very slow in the game. And unfortunately, there was a lot of combat. So you have slow combat and you have a lot of combat. Oh, you're kind of in battles for a very long time. It wasn't just an issue that I had, a lot of people had that issue too. So with Dead Age 2, that is one of the first things they took care of, and I'm very excited to hear that. But more than that, it's a survival RPG of a zombie apocalypse. Alright, so the first thing we have to do is create our character. We're going to be at Jack's camp, and apparently we have 3 medals available for upgrades, whatever that means. That's going to be what do we look like? Okay, that's going to have to change. American, European, African American, Asian. It doesn't matter which one we choose with nationality. They all have very punchable faces. It's just me. You know what? I'm going to go blonde hair, and check, this is what we're doing. You're not going to be Jason. You are going to be Dennis Rodman. Talent selection. Blunt weapons, hunting, pistol, alertness. We got blunt, requires ammunition, strong against armored targets. Bladed weapons requires ammunition, obviously. Strong against less armored targets, less damage and range attacks. Weak versus armored targets, so blunt or bladed. Let's go with bladed, and maybe we could counteract that with having a weapon that's good against heavy armor. Hunting. Traps weaken melee attackers can summon animals. Traps are weak targets with high resistance. Engineer. Thrown weapons ignore armor and defense. That's what we're looking for then, because it'll kind of counteract the bladed weapons. We get pistol, we get shotgun, we get rifle. I can't say no to the shotgun.
This is my boomstick!
10 years ago, the zombification began. The outbreak resulted in pure chaos and billions of deaths. It was the largest catastrophe ever experienced by humanity. A small group of survivors eventually discovered a cure, and with it came a small measure of relief for the decimated world population. Several factions emerged in the former United States. None of them trusted one another. Sounds like real life. The largest territory was claimed by the former U.S. Army, as they were the best equipped. Smugglers established bases deep in the forests and mountains. The few humane independents attempted to build places of refuge for unaffiliated civilians, but they failed. The undead returned after just a few short years. Hordes swept the world like a plague renewed, washing over the farmland and refugee camp, leaving only ash and rubble in their wake. And a lot of intestines, apparently, too. Alright, so we're in the country road. Yeah, it definitely has that Dead Age look to it. You are Rodman. Damn right I am. Feeling heavy under intense heat? No kidding, it's hot as hell in this room. You cross a country road. You had received a radio message from Jack. Oh, Jack from the first game. Okay, he's the guy you played as the first game. He intends to establish a new safe camp for survivors of the recent attacks. Just once I like to get anywhere without running into these damn monsters. Not today, I guess. The crippled crawler isn't very quick nevertheless. Rodman begins to frantically pull out the pockets of his backpack. Inventory, that's what you want me to go? Let's go for it. You don't have any weapons equipped, Rodman? You're out here in a zombie apocalypse. Weapons and clothing, yeah. Attack. Crawler. So right now, 75% chance to hit. But with a crit, you go even higher. Defeated enemies may leave loot behind. You find some crafting materials and torn hand wraps. That's going to be equipment, I'm pretty sure. Maybe you're less likely to get a scratch if you're wrapped up, like a mummy. So now looking at 76, he's got a defensive 5, so I guess this would be 71, ideally speaking. But it's less because we only grazed, which means we partially missed. A grazing shot only results in half the normal damage, yeah. Damn, I'm out of ammo. So I guess now it's going to force me to go into melee, huh? Yeah, I figure. But we gotta wait. Alright. This will help us focus, which I believe gives us another extra action point next turn. So we should be able to attack 3 times, I believe. Yes, 3 AP. Perfect. Yeah, I know. And since we're in melee now, we gotta go up front, because before we were with the guns, we can hang out in the back. Bladed weapons it is. Blade thrust. Let's finish off this bad boy. For this one, we're looking at 84 damage. 90% chance to hit 5. This should kill him, assuming it doesn't, miss. Perfect. That boy hit a crit on us. Ouch, that hurt. Critical hits increase outgoing damage by 50%. Oh, no kidding. Bladed weapons attack. Let's go and attack this bitten farmer. So our bladed weapon gives us 2 strikes at 46, but that was less because of his defense, right? Oh yeah, he's got a defense of 20 on him. Must be nice. You barely survived, but you were alive, and with a long way ahead of you, suddenly a moaning hurled some more zombies. The sound grows louder as an enormous horde comes shuffling onto the road. Your heart in your throat, you crouch low into the bushes. A horde is a vast cluster of zombies. Oh, no kidding. They appear to be moving towards the position of Jack's camp. You have just a few days to prepare the location for defense. You struggle not to lose all hope as the sight of the sea of shuffling death. The world of Dead Age has become even more unforgiving. You have to warn Jack fast. Alright. Meanwhile, it seems just a short while ago that you and your best friend Steven withstood the rise of the apocalypse. You had barricaded yourselves into a home. You had endured the screams of the dwindling population and moans of the infected, all the while scavenging for food and materials. Years of experience has taught you to plan ahead. You've also met other veterans of the apocalypse and found that there is safety in numbers. So we're switching over to somebody else, huh? You and Steven? Could this be Jack? It is Jack, I think. Yeah, Jack, is that you? Steven, is everything okay? You look terrible. Hey, you look like a ray of sunshine yourself, buddy. What took you? I was starting to worry the next time I saw you I'd have to fend you off with a bat. Believe me, I don't want to have to be the one to put you down. Steven appears relieved. Jack was known as a hero of the New World. After all, it was he who found a way to put the virus in check, at least for a time. He had been a big help to you and Steven into the following years, living together in a camp of independence. Steven was always welcome with the independents. They made him feel at home. The mutation of my old infection is progressing very slowly. I'm doing well, given the circumstances. There are a lot of crows in the sky. We should go. Are you coming from the independents? So Jack isn't infected, but apparently it's been slowed down based on that cure, but at some point, it'll probably turn. Sure thing. I just got back from Freedom City East, you remember, right? You had some kind of disagreement with the independents there? Look, I was sorry to hear that your infection is incurable, but I hear you've still got some years left in you. Say, have you seen Rodman? He made it out in time, but I have no idea where he is right now. Come on. The way to the camp is dangerous. Stay focused. Here we are. Let's go on down to the country road. We could find some water here, which is always good. Don't want to die of dehydration in a zombie apocalypse. Icons on the map let you see what you are most likely to find in an area. In this case, that thing is water. Oh, no kidding. Onwards we go. Something tells me it won't be. No, of course. Look at these guys. These 2 zombies are apparently heralding their own little posse of zombie dogs with half bodies. And apparently they don't follow along the lines they had beat them with their crowbars. That isn't convenient. Here's a medkit. While I'm fighting up front, you are safe from close range attacks. Steven, stay back and heal yourself. By default, survivors go first. The survivors front and center makes the first move. Front row survivors can protect allies standing behind them. Yeah, so you have your tanks up front, obviously. Let's heal up this boy who apparently got hurt. And drop that. And now that we're healed, let's start blapping some boys here. Here in the front, I'd be taking care of the guys in the back first, but alright. 37 times 3. Defense of 6, so 31 times 3, we're looking at 90. Ooh, not enough to kill him. Oh, look at that. By 2. And what sucks about that is that with that 2 that he left over, he was able to do some major damage to Jack up front. This enemy has some mean tricks up his sleeve. Whenever it or any of its undead companions attack, its damage increases, really. Why is this guy has an amazing passive ability, apparently. Rifle attack, who do you want me to shoot now, this guy? Yeah, we're still basically in tutorial mode, so I can't really make my own actions right now. So attack again, crawler, sure. Almost there. But then again, it's gonna also attack you. Speaking of which, by the way, I would not be shooting this often, you're just blowing through your ammo with these relatively weaker enemies. Rifle. When you select an opponent, its current status effects are displayed beside it. You can view additional information. Yeah. Alright. Let's finish out this brawler here if we can. Good. We got one more. Won't be enough for the kill, but hopefully Jack could follow it up. Jackie. That zombie swinging crowbar. Alright, we got a level up too. How's Trish doing? Did she still manage that bar? I could go for a cold drink right about now. Oh, Trish is also from the first game. It so happens that she is expecting us. Our new camp is a large old house that we've outfitted with some new furniture. Trish has been a big help. So a few munchers, and I'm out of ammunition, Jack. Well then, hit them with something, I'll cover you. So now we gotta go up front again, switch row obviously. Close range weapons, yeah, I got it, dude. Blunt weapons. That's what we're starting off with, good. Good. Although, I guess we'd probably go after this guy with the blunt weapon because he's got armor. This guy doesn't need it because he doesn't have any armor, but hey, it wants me to attack this guy, so we gotta do what we gotta do here. Now they're moving up front too. Blunt weapons attack. Finish this one off. Let's take care of this next one. As you can see, it's carrying something heavy. See, that's got some heavy-duty protection on him. Yeah, he's got 8 over here, apparently, with his heavy-duty armor. Can we get through this one? No, plating absorbed it. So even before we get through the armor itself, he has plating for us to remove. So I think for this, you're going to teach me about some special skill, right? You leveled up and you're able to learn new skills? Yeah. So inventory, a survivor must learn all sorts of varying degrees of equipment. Yep, let's go to our skills here. Engineer, which is what I started with my Rodman character, but we got this, and it's going to give us... Oh, Molotov's perfect. Now that's the way to get through this plating for sure. There goes the plating. Now it's all fair game. Ooh, even got the crits in there with his freaking rapier. I mean, I don't think it's a rapier. I mean, if it was, he should be, thrusting, not slashing. Showcase, let's take him. Okay. So here we got the bridge, but I guess we should probably go over to Jack's camp. It seems to be what they're pushing me towards here. Oh, here's our base portion of the game. So I guess we get to pimp this out like we're playing Fallout Shelter or something. Or this War of Mine. Similar functions. We finally made it. Good to see you again, Steven. Your best friend Rodman should be here soon. I wouldn't say best friend. He's an acquaintance, really. We'll deal with the smugglers then. Go ahead and make yourself useful. Until then, meet me at the bar when you're ready. You should also know how to use the radio, and we need to manage camp defense as well. We want our meeting with the smugglers to be secure. When in base, you can navigate between rooms. Let's start by choosing the bar. You know me too well, game. Let's start by choosing the bar, it says. I don't have a drinking problem, you do. The defenses. Build defenses to rank 1. Let's go to the cantina here. That's where I do most of my building, apparently, and playing. Hang on, you're negotiating with the smugglers. Don't tell me this camp joined a faction. No, we're working alone. The independents are alright, but their leaders can't agree on anything. The US Army's very authoritative, so we tend to avoid them. That leaves the smugglers. Currently, our reputation with all 3 factions is neutral, but I'd like to change that and improve our standing with one of them. That will encourage them to sell us better armor, and we might be able to deal with their leaders directly. You have 3 quests available. Let's start with crafting for beginners. Alright? Since you're out of assault rifle ammunition, let me suggest that you craft some more. In order to craft anything, you need to first learn how. To learn to trade blacksmithing, first choose skills. Alright. Here you'll find more skill categories. Next to combat skills, you may also learn trade skills or jobs, which is also very important for your survival. So, let's see here. Let's come to our jobs, and I guess we're gonna go with survival first, huh? Unlock Hunter and Smith jobs, so Smith can produce quality 1 ammunition, Hunter 1 rank available. So, choose that one. We still got 8 points to spread around eventually, though. Trish, I don't want to be an inconvenience, but I really have no idea what I can do here. Let's go over the forge. Any base worth its salt has one, but in order to make better munitions, we'll need to upgrade it at some point. For now, let's just make some standard assault rifle ammunition. I have some materials you can use. Right, we got some shell casings, and there they go. This also has a very similar to Mr. Bunker or Mr. Prepper, which we recently played on the channel too. It's like one of those ad games that you see, or like those ads that you see in mobile games. Smith. It's going to be 8 and 8, but we do have enough materials to make that. So the completion will be this evening. Right now we're in morning, so it'll take a while too. Night 1. Good, you made some ammo. Always remember to make enough. Ranged weapons are usually much more effective than melee. Yeah, but if you don't got the materials, you can't make it happen. We're not going out there in the evening, right? The shufflers outnumber us 4 to 1 when it gets dark. It really is dangerous after dark unless you have something more pressing to do. Your time is better spent doing jobs around camp. I think it's time for you to learn more about gathering resources. Let's head to the comm room. When your resources run dry, comms is your only hope. Comm station. Here we go. In comms, you can make radio contact with scouts, but only in areas you already know. It is impossible to revisit locations you've been to before unless you do it through comms. So, let's see the scout. Tomorrow morning, additionally, 1 new location will be discovered. Pick something you want to particularly look at for, in our case, we need more water. 3 locations will become available, most of which will contain water, while another spot will contain a random location discovered by your scouts. So, water, right? Okay. Since there's nothing left to do, let's rest until tomorrow. Good night. Alright. Day 2. Alright. The radio. Perform a scout job. It's been done. Steven, since all we did last night was jobs around camp, We are lower on resources. Jack and I can take care of ourselves, but every active member of camp will consume 1 unit of food per day. Always keep an eye on those. You don't want to run out. Which right now we only have 1, so not looking too good. Hey Steven, good work with the radio. The scouts discovered an interesting new spot in the area we just passed through. Still moving? Alright. Encounter. You could be attacked traveling between resource spots. The number of attackers depends on the threat level of the area. The threat level here is currently ranked as low, so you shouldn't run into too much trouble. Forest Grave, however, is a deal more dangerous. What is this red thing right there? These bony rangers are as fast as living humans. As you may have seen, they are harder to hit from afar and resist 2 Molotov cocktails. We should focus on hitting them up front and close. Oh, and take special care of this one. He looks like he's got a few fights behind him already. The particle marked the Rager as an elite unit. Oh, it is more dangerous than a normal Rager and will also yield greater rewards if defeated. Alright, let's go up front. Blunt that weapon up. And let's see, we're looking at 74, huh? 16, like 50 something? Yeah, 58. He's charging an attack. Don't like that too much. He's apparently getting a roundhouse punch ready, apparently. Look out, the Rager's charging up for some larger attack. We only have a moment to react. You should have a defensive stance. Yeah, he's gonna do a roundhouse punch. The zombie's gonna swing at me like we're over here boxing. Defensive stance. And we attack with the next one. Oh my god. Luckily we blocked that one in time. You see, the damage Rager did was partially deflected. Defending against charge attacks is a solid tactic. Unless you absolutely need to kill your opponent quickly. The beast behind the Rager is preparing to launch a psychic attack. Fire, blood, poison, and psyche causes power damage. The hunter's skills combat readiness can be raised to protect against power attacks. The Rager's unsteady on its feet after the attack. Time for some payback. It is time for some payback. Enough to get him out of the equation finally. Now this guy's apparently setting up for some revenge. They were very close to zombie duo. Roundhouse punch. A deafening, horrible noise. I can't stand it. He's freaking out. Don't freak out, dude. We have a zombie spitting at you now. When affected by fear, you will have no choice but to retreat to the back if there is room. You'll have to endure the fear and hold on for 1 round. You need a moment to pause and recover, no problem. Use the opportunity to take the other Rager. Well, the other Rager's dead. You can dispatch the Screamer, which your assault rifle. She's easier to hit than the Rager. So rifle. And won't be enough for the kill, unfortunately. But this one should, assuming we don't miss. There it is. The shufflers here are tough. Wow. We found some armor-piercing bullets. I'm taking these. Nice. Yeah, get out of there. Scary stuff. Every type of area, like city, woods, mountains, deserts, or plains, has its own resources. We're very likely to find something to eat here in the woods. Perfect. Well, unfortunately right now, we're way over time. I'm going to start wrapping it up here for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This is Dead Age 2. Number 2 already seems a lot more faster paced, so I'm definitely liking that. I'll catch you guys next time.